I'm in the North Car Park at Petworth Park, and I'm just about to start a walk around the deer park that should be about 3 miles. There's going to be a circular walk back here to the car park. The trees here are just starting to change colour for the autumn, and they're soon going to look absolutely beautiful. So I've literally just left the car park and walked diagonally through the trees to follow a grassy path, and it's going to be heading uphill here. We're just going to follow this grassy path through the trees. Here I'm taking the right hand path of these two grass paths you can see ahead of us. The views from here as you look back are just wonderful. When you get to the cottage you take a left and start following the wide path still going uphill. Quite soon you're going to turn off the main wide track and go up this grassy path here so you get up to the top of the hill. It's a bit of a steep climb actually, but it's worth it because these views are lovely. This is very exciting. Way out there in the distance on the hill, I can see one of the deer. It's a bit of a grey, murky day today, but it is still seriously fabulous. There's a deer in the trees there, but I'm keeping well away to just give it space. I think it'll be quite happy when I move on in a minute. So this is it, the highest point of the park. I think if you come here in a week or two you're going to get much more colour than I'm getting today. But let's face it, there's some fabulous trees here. Out the other side of the trees we're just continuing to follow the grassy path with the wall on our right. As we come down here we've arrived at this crossroads of grassy paths. Now here I am turning left. The path is gently curving downhill through the trees, and you follow it down just to the right, continuing downhill through the trees. Again, we've got a beautiful view as we head downhill. We've reached the stone road. Now you can see the lower pond in the distance and a grassy path leading towards it. So we're going to head down there. Now at the moment I can see there's quite a few deer out there, so I'm just going to be careful and be kind to them. Before you get to the pond you need to turn off to the right and you'll see trees on a hill ahead of you. I found a fallen tree to sit on and have my lunch, and over there behind me in the trees there's some deer, so it's lovely sitting here just watching them. At this point there's a fork in the path and I'm going to take the left path heading up to Arbor Hill. Again it's very steep, but gosh is it worth it. You know, I never knew that deer sound like pigs. They've been very noisy today. As you come up and over the hill you'll see a whole bank of trees in the distance. Now behind that is the upper lake, and although you can't really see it you can certainly hear the ducks and geese all on there. Keep following the path round with that bank of trees to your right. Soon spot on your right this path down towards the trees. Now if we head down there we're going to get to the lake and work our way round to the boathouse. We're just going to turn left and walk round this side of the fence because it isn't going to be long before we get to the lake. Well, here's all the geese we heard. If you just pop into the boathouse you'll see there's these lovely stone benches where you can sit and Watch the world go by. This is also our first view of Petworth House. You can just see the corner of it over there behind the hill. Once you leave the boathouse, carry on round the lake until you see a crossroads of grass paths. Turn left there. Then quite quickly at this junction you want to take that grass path on the right, which is coming up to another junction with a network of paths. We're just going to carry straight across. Yes, we're back up that hill and now we're heading down, going towards the lower pond. That's where we're going. Look out for this path on the right which takes you down to the ponds. We'll follow on that one. If you make your way around the back of the pond and then you just follow the path all the way back to the car park. I think it's fair to say there's been just a hint of what's to come for the autumn here today, but really any time of the year it's wonderful to walk out here and look at the lovely trees, some really old trees, some beautiful trees. It's always a joy.